Week 4 of the NFL season, prediction time, baby. Let's get this going, guys. I'm saying guys specifically because there's not a single woman watching my videos, which is completely fair. First game is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday night, 8:15 in Arizona. Who's got it? Who's going to win? Now, this is an interesting game because the NFC West games outside of the Rams are just so tough to predict. They're just 50-50 games that I don't know who's going to win. And again, it's always said in the media and people like analysts and people who cover football and myself as well, is that when it's division, it doesn't really matter what the stats are going into this game because they could be a high-powered offense and a shitty defense, but you face your division opponent and your defense plays really good, your offense is really bad. That is usually what happens a lot of the time with division opponents because they know each other so well. So I'm throwing all this stats at the window and don't even need these stats. I'm looking at my brain and I'm going with what I think is going to happen. And what I think is going to happen is the Seattle Seahawks are going to go into Arizona and defeat them. Why? I feel like Arizona just never plays that great against Seattle, and the only times they really beat them are just squeaking out a victory. And I think Seattle's rolling right now. Their offense looks really good. Their defense looks good. I know I just said about their stuff, about it didn't matter, but it does matter somewhat. I just lied to you. I'm sorry. But it does make sense. I still feel like this team, although it's maybe not so much better than Arizona, I feel like they have way, way more confidence than Arizona right now. And Arizona's still trying to find their groove in this. So give me the Seattle Seahawks to win 28-24. Dublin, Ireland, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Minnesota Vikings at 9:30 in the morning if you're on the East Coast and 6:30 in the morning if you're on the West Coast. My goodness. This is a fun matchup right here. Last year, Aaron Rodgers did face the Minnesota Vikings in England, I believe, and that did not go well for our boy. And this year is not going to be any different because I feel, in my heart of hearts, this Minnesota Vikings defense, although it has been shaky a little bit, defenses usually travel the best out of anything on a team. The offense may not travel well, but defenses do. And I like this freaking Minnesota Vikings defense a lot. And I think they're going to travel all the way to Dublin, Ireland against the Pittsburgh Steelers led by old man Aaron Rodgers and Jaylen Warren. Yikes. I think they're going to kick some tail on this Pittsburgh Steelers team. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to be that big of a factor, and I think he's going to get shut down for the most part because it's Carson Wentz in 2025. But I still think that it's going to be a key difference here is that the Vikings can run the ball pretty damn well. Their defense is sharp. I'm taking the Vikings to beat them. International game. Can it get weird? Give me the Vikings to win 23-10 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Saints, Bills. Boy, oh boy, the Saints let me down last week after they got killed by the Seattle Seahawks. But it's fine because their team, although is not good, they still have somewhat of a competent offense. And 15.5 points for the Buffalo Bills? That's too much, dude. This team had a struggling time against the Miami Dolphins. They are really not a team that blows out a lot of teams, to be honest with you. 15.5 is a lot. I'm not thinking the Saints are winning this game, because no one in their right mind thinks the Saints are winning this game, because they're not. But 15.5 is too much for the New Orleans Saints. And I think, in my heart of hearts, I think Spencer Rattler can throw on this Buffalo Bills defense. As crazy as that sounds, he's played pretty solid. He only has an 88 pass rating, but he's got 4 tutties to 1 interception. He's going to throw on this Buffalo Bills secondary. No one's shaking in their boots thinking about the Buffalo Bills secondary. Oh my God, Tre'Davious White. Oh, I'm scared. Jordan Poyer. Oh my goodness, they're still on the team. My goodness. But no one's scared about the secondary and the defense. Spencer Rattler ain't afraid of nothing. He is afraid of some things, actually. They're not going to win. Bills win 27-13. Texans, Titans. The Houston Texans are 0-3, and they are favored by 7.5. Now, they are home and facing arguably the worst team in the league. However, that does not excuse being 7.5 favorites against the Tennessee Titans. The Texans arguably have a worse offense. No. The Texans do have a worse offense than the Tennessee Titans. It is true. They just do. Their passing game isn't as good. I don't care what the stats say. Cam Ward has been looking way better passing the ball than C.J. Stroud has been passing the ball. And that says something when he's a rookie on a terrible team and C.J. Stroud is a third-year quarterback who's slowly going downhill. But the key factor here is the Houston Texans defense is very, very good. So, is there a chance that Tennessee Titans could win this game? Absolutely, they could absolutely win this game. They had 2 close games back-to-back weeks, and then last week they kind of got their shit kicked in by the Colts. But I think the Tennessee Titans could make this game sloppy, get to C.J. Stroud, get a strip sack, get a pick. Cam Ward is going to be in duress all game. He's going to be pressured. He's probably going to throw an interception. The Texans defense is really, really, really good. So I don't expect him to ball out against this team. The only quarterback that's really balled out against them was really Matt Stafford and kind of Baker Mayfield. But even then, they still got held in check pretty well. Kim Ward's not going to dice up this Texans defense. If it does happen, that is really, really sad. But also, I think the Titans are just not good enough defensively to stop the Texans offense, even though the Texans offense isn't that good. I do think they're going to cover the spread, though. 7.5. 7.5 is too much, man, for a team that's 0-3 and it has looked like one of the worst offenses in the league. So give me the Houston Texans with a sad C.J. Stroud and a depressing offense with a good defense to win 20-16. The Cleveland Browns versus the Detroit Lions. The Cleveland Browns are off a very, very good win against the Green Bay Packers, and the Lions are off a very good win against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, on the road, they kicked the tail off that defense of Baltimore. Detroit's coming home. This is a beatdown game I'm seeing right here. 9.5 favorites. They're going to cover that spread. Cleveland's riding high. They're going to crash down and lose this game by a whopping 44-10. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Philadelphia Eagles have stolen the Chiefs' double magic from last year and seem to be just squeaking out victories each and every single week. But this week is going to be different because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to go in there and serve some cunt on the Philadelphia Eagles and just beat them. They're not going to kill them. They're going to beat them, though. The last 2 times Baker has faced them, he has beat them both times. One of them was last year when they only lost 2 games. One of them was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the last time Jalen Hurts lost a playoff game was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So his last playoff loss was against Tampa Bay, and his last regular loss was against Tampa Bay, and his first loss this year is going to be against Tampa freaking Bay, baby. They're going to get that 450-pound defensive tackle here, stops the tush push, release his ass, and if they face in the playoffs, bring his ass back, stop that tush push again. Bucks win 21-17. Carolina versus New England. This is interesting because on paper the New England Patriots should win, but we all know on paper doesn't mean anything around here, dude. On paper, I could run a country, but we both know that's not going to end well. It's going to end in a lot of bombs going off and the world destroying. So you know what I mean? The Patriots have turned over the ball, I think, one of the most of any team in the league, mainly because they're starting bums. Bums for running backs. Bums. It's not like they got a rookie running back who's really good in college, has potential to be really good, top 10 running back in the league, has potential to be top 10 running back in the league. No, it's not like they have that guy in their backfield. It's not like they have him. Vrabel. God, just his stubbornness drives me crazy, man. It drives me crazy. Because I think he's a good coach, but he's just so stubborn. It pisses me off. I'm not even a Patriots fan, but I just see a team with potential that could do so good, and they're just wasting it. Just wasting their potential as a team, and it sucks. But it is what it is. I can't really stop them from doing that. So it is what it is. Whatever. The Panthers, I think, should lose. I think the Patriots are going to serve some business here. 26-20. I'm feeling a strong game from Drake May. Throw some spotters to Booty, Pop Douglas, and Diggs, I guess, even though Stephon Diggs is having a baby with Cardi B. Woo! Congrats, Stephon. Congrats. Apparently he's cheating on her, but... whatever. That's nothing to do with it. Giants, Chargers. The Giants, Chargers are going to kick the tail off this Giants team. The Chargers are the hottest team in the NFL right now. They are, no doubt about it. Despite an injury to Khalil Mack, they're still riding high with 3 wins in a row where they looked impressive. And they're facing the Giants, who look disgusting. They look gross. We saw how bad they played against the Chiefs. That just goes to show, first of all, how bad the Cowboys' defense is, which we're going to get to the Cowboys soon. Second of all, how ass the Giants' offense is, and how ass their defense is. They got a good front four. That's literally it. Literally it. It is sad to see, but it is true. Give me the Chargers to win 33-20 with Jackson Dart struggling in his first start. Jacksonville versus San Francisco. Now, Trevor Lawrence this year has been on a Ferris Bueller type of run, as in he's avoiding all the conflict and the blame when it's clearly his fault, but they never blame him when they know he's hopping fences and listening to music and skipping school because they know that's what he's doing, but they can't prove it. This game is tricky. For one reason is that the Niners defense is very injured, and some of their offense is very injured as well. The Jaguars actually have a pretty good defense, surprisingly. Their offense is so weird. There's so many pieces here, like Travis Etienne and Baishal Tootin and Brendan Strange and Brian Thomas, Dimey Brown, and Travis Hunter. There's so many pieces, but they're so mid. It sucks to watch. You watching the Jags play, like, what the Oh, what the? Oh, God, no! 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 That's how I feel watching the Jaguars play offense every week, and somehow they've won 2 games, probably should be 3-0. However, I still trust Kyle Shanahan's coaching in the regular season a lot more than any other coach in this league. And I still think the Niners, even with their injuries, can still pull off a victory, go 4-0 with Mac Jones. Mac Jones is just a pretty good backup quarterback. He could be, honestly, maybe be a starter for one of the worst teams in the league. He's still talented. He's a first rounder. You know what it is. Give me the Niners to win 28-14. Colts Rams, surprisingly, one of the best games of the week. Who would have thought it? Now we got the red hot Indianapolis Colts at 3-0 versus the very hot but stupid Los Angeles Rams. I'm calling the Rams stupid because they could easily be 3-0 right now, but let me get 2 blocked field goals in the game. Like, what are the odds it even happens? So, as much as I'm riding the Colts high here, the Rams are gonna win. They had a game where they blew it against the freaking Eagles. The Colts are 3-0. They're riding high. I think they're going to take their first L this week, which is not bad. It's fine. They were expected to lose all 3 of the games, the first 3 games anyway. So losing this game is no shame there. Give me the Rams to win 31-24. Ravens, Chiefs. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. One or two of these teams is going to be 1-3 after the first 4 weeks. Both these teams were amazing last year. One had 12 wins, one had 15 wins. One was going to be 1-3. There's a chance both of them could be 1-2-1. There's a chance. There's a chance that could happen. I don't doubt my Ravens. I've seen crazy things happen with this team. I wouldn't doubt them doing this. Now, after watching that Lions game, and I knew going into this game that, like, Matabike wasn't playing Kyle Van Noy, but their absence is so huge for this team. And currently, as I'm recording this, both of them did not practice today. If I had to guess, I think Matabike is probably not playing again. Kyle Van Noy might play, but even though the Chiefs' O-line has struggled this year, our D-line couldn't get any pressure on Jared Goff. Like, obviously the Lions' O-line is good, but it's clearly weaker than it was last year. It went from being like a top 3 O-line to a top 10 O-line. A top 10 O-line is great, but we had 0 pressures on Jared Goff. Jared Goff was comfortable. We're making Jared Goff comfortable, which is just, if you do that, you're not getting a good pass rush. You're just not getting a good pass rush. There's no one on this team can get a good pass rush besides Odafe Owe. He's a good player, but he's just not elite enough to, like, change the game. Mike Green, he's a rookie, and to be honest, he's been underperforming as a rookie so far. David Ajabo, he's not really doing much. The Chiefs' D-line is still really good. They're gonna eat the freaking out of our D-line, dude. Spagnuolo has been one of the best coaches on defensively to coach against Lamar Jackson since he's entered this league. And with the O-line being this weak, this is probably the weakest O-line Lamar has had since he's joined the NFL. 7 sacks against the Lions. The Lions' defensive line is solid, but the Chiefs got a better one, man. Mike Dana, George Karlaftis, Chris Jones, the blitz with Drew Tranquil. Bro, I don't see the Ravens winning this game. I'm a realist, man. I don't see them winning this game realistically. Even with the Chiefs underperforming on offense, I think they're still going to get enough points to win. They're probably going to get a turnover. They played really well against Derrick Henry last year. I don't really see how the Ravens win unless the Chiefs severely mess up a lot. But give me the Chiefs to win 19-12. Raiders, Bears. The Bears are back. Are they actually back? I don't know. Maybe the Cowboys' defense is just that bad. But maybe they're back. Raiders, though, they suck. So give me the Bears to win here. Giving them a 2-0 win streak. Hey, let's go. They're going to be 2-2. Go Bears. The Bears. The Bears. Sunday night game, Green Bay versus Dallas. Now, I have a strange suspicion here that a lot of people think Green Bay is going to blow them out. And that could very well happen. Don't get me wrong. The Cowboys are out with their starting right guard is out. Their starting center is out. Their star wide receiver is out. And they really didn't do much of anything on offense against the Bears once CeeDee Lamb got out. They really didn't. They had one good drive. That was it. But they got a full game plan this week, I guess. They can game plan without CeeDee Lamb. But again, their defensive line is bad. They got 0 pressure on Caleb Williams. That's the first game Caleb Williams has not been sacked, guys. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Their linebacking core is pretty mid. Their secondary's bad. But if they do get Deron Bland back, it'll help. It'll definitely help, but it's not going to fix everything on this defense. I think the Packers are going to win 27-17. But I do think the first half is going to be relatively close because the Packers are playing back-to-back road games. The Cowboys are home. And I think the Cowboys will keep it close in the first half, but then the Packers will pull away in the second half, winning 27-17. Micah Parsons is probably going to have like a sack or two and then flip off Jerry Jones in the booth. But, you know, also, I saw Micah Parsons. He has no hate for the Cowboys. He just hates Jerry Jones. And to be honest with you, I think most players in the Cowboys right now hate Jerry Jones. So that's what I gotta say about that. Doubleheader Monday night games. Jets, Dolphins, I don't care. I don't care at all. Give me the Jets, baby. Tyrod Taylor coming up big, upsetting the Dolphins in a game that no one's gonna watch. Jets win 53-25. Bengals, Broncos. I feel like every time these two teams face, it's usually a banger. But unfortunately, this time it's Jake Browning and not Joe Burrow. This is gonna be, oh boy, Jake Browning played real bad against that Minnesota defense, dude. I'll be honest, I think the Minnesota defense is a bit better than the Denver defense, but Denver's defense is still really good. Nick Bonito has been killing it this year. Absolutely killing it this year. D-line's been great. It's just they've let up a lot of yards, but their D-line getting pressure and sacks has been one of the best in the league. And that is why I gotta take the Denver Broncos to win here. They've been struggling offensively, but again, I think this is a game where this could be a confidence booster for Bo Nix. He's facing a pretty bad defense. He could throw the ball around, have a great game, and maybe gain some confidence back in himself, because it looks like he's lacking some confidence, and get some more plays going, look better, look sharper. I think it'd be great for him. Broncos win 30-17. That is the video, ladies and germs. Here's my record on the year right now. I got no idea what it is when I'm recording this, but my future self is putting it up right now. So thank you, future self. But that is the video, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.